This is reek.
I just gonna say that shit.
Yeah, trash. Turn the light on, man.
Shit, huh? See what the fuck it really looks like, huh?
Yeah. Put that light on.
No, it's alright. They'll catch up to you. So is that all trim?
Small trim, but I mean, that's what he calls trim. This is Josh Thinley. That's the way it looks.
This boy always comes with some fire too.
That's what he calls trim.
So what he's doing is, look at that. That's sad. He's just crushing all those big old nugs down, huh? But yep, that's what he's. Let's zoom in a little bit. See that? Bunch of little nugs. More than nugs. That's what dispensaries fucking call fucking badass fucking nugs.
Nugs, yeah. Shout out to the grower. Yeah, look at that.
Damn.
Wow.
Look at that shit. Damn. What happened to your fingers? Yeah, he's another local grower. He's freaking badass there. Just gonna get it crushed down. Do you want it? How fine do you want to do it?
Well, you just want to make sure that you get, like, if you see any big stems of the buds, you know, you want to get them out. The less you have, the better. You want to get the full essence of straight nug, what they say nug run, instead of really giving you leaf,
Yeah.
you know, or wood, pieces of wood. Like you see, you want to take stuff like this out. I do. And they're not big, but still, you know.
Is it just because they?
Yeah, there's
like-
some that still go through. It's because the guys that they do, they just.
But why don't we want to run that kind of stuff though?
In my opinion, stem has a lot of chlorophyll.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Just kind of like leaf matter, more or less.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you'll be able to taste it. I'm a guy, I love to dab, so you don't want to taste that stuff.
You do.
I mean, if it's for personal use and stuff, you want it clean as possible. Even if it takes you a little bit of your time. But the cleaner the better, right?
That's
And then
absolutely right.
this guy right here, he's a no-till guy, so he uses nothing but water.
Organic,
Yeah, so
natural. That's what we got into this shit for.
yeah, so I would take another step just to make sure it just. I mean, you shouldn't have no chlorophyll. I mean, if he does water, but you never know. And like I said, this stuff's just.
Nice.
And plus, I've seen it that when I've done it before, and then I push the stuff off the tube, I seen a lot of buds stay intact, and in my opinion, it seems like, man, if I would have broken it up, it would have taken more out of it.
It just doesn't hit everything.
Yeah.
And what are we using to run it through? What kind of? What's the liquid? I always say propane. I know it's not propane. But
There it is. Medical grade 70/30, ultra high.
okay, nice. And it's more or less like freaking.
It's N10 with butane, so it's mixture of 70/30.
So that's what they're talking about. It's 70%. Is it butane and intane? Intane, yeah.
And then 30% of propane.
So we'll be running that through this system. What we're going to do right now is just take that all the nugs. We're gonna load it into the chamber here. This little guy. What are you thinking about? A pound, pound and a half? What do
So
you think?
usually, I usually run about 1.5 pounds of material, and then I run about 6 pounds
Of gas.
of
Yep.
gas.
Okay.
So 3 pounds per pound.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I'm sure it's pretty overkill, but I like to get a little bit more on it just to make sure everything is out. You can load this beautiful bag up. I don't even know what to run now. They all look so good. Everything smells amazing.
So what he's talking about, there was a bag of some trim, and we were kind of talking smack about it, but it smelled good. It smelled like fire, but then he's freaking putting his hands in there, tearing the shit up, and it's stinking. Fucking crystals everywhere.
Man, it's just, this is amazing. I mean, it's just hard to find some good material.
Good clean material. Yep.
Yeah, it's just, and there's some that looks amazing, but as soon as you get to know when it's gonna be good, like stuff like this. Look, let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's a prime example. This stuff is indoor too, and it's supposed to be good stuff, but not too much keef.
So oh shit.
You see?
Just lost you. So even at the bottom.
Look, and this is good. If you look at it, I mean, this is stuff that's frosty.
I just freaking picked it up.
It's frosty. I mean, and it smells amazing. I mean, we can have something to smell. You can smell it smells amazing.
Yeah, it does. It does smell like fire though.
But look at the keef on this.
And that's the bottom of the bag. Look at it. So, but that bag should be looking the fucking same thing.
Yeah, so look.
Just naturally, just all falls to the bottom of the bag.
The difference between, and they're both indoor.
But yeah, see, barely, and just fucking mounts of keef.
So then when they tell me, hey man, how come you pull more like this one? Well,
It's the fucking end product. It's the fucking.
what goes in, what comes out.
Yep.
So yeah, so you can tell I can eat any of this right here is just. Wow. Don't even know where to start.
Yep. So what he's doing here is just getting everything broken down. We're gonna send it into the chamber right now. Pack it, get it filled up with freaking product. He's trying to figure out which one he's gonna do. Put about a pound, maybe a little bit more than a pound in there.
Yeah, but usually this is like a 2-pound chamber, but I like to put a little bit less and put more liquid. You know, make a good run.
What he's trying to do is just get that the liquid pretty much to form all around these, every single nug, pretty much everything. We want it to touch all these trichomes in there, because what it's gonna do is break off the trichomes. I did. And then send it to the bottom of the bucket, and then that's what we're gonna be putting in the oven and taking Daz with later. But we got it all cleaned up, got this thing spotless, broke it all down, cleaned everything, put it all back up, and then now we're about to load the chamber. All right. Who's all here? Should we sick you around? Should we just put you in the corner? Leave you guys going or what? You guys want to watch this shit?
See, well, that's not really good shit. Might as well.
I got asked what do we use turkey bags for? That's all of it.
Oh man. So I could mix it.
So what he's talking about is mixing flour.
So, but it will be two different strains, or
Yep.
just run this one. And so let's do this. You got a quarter, Eddie? Or a nickel?
Mm-mm. I don't know. What do you think? I think you just keep it.
Alright.
Oh shit.
We'll flip. If this lands up, we'll mix it. If it lands like this, we won't mix it.
All right, fam. Let's see what it is.
Mix it.
All right. Oh shit.
Put that back up. Maybe I can do it by hand. This takes more stealth.
Right. Put the bag in. I'll just lift up the tub.
But it's almost there. I'm thinking like another, I'm gonna say another 2 hands. Because I'm not gonna.
Right. We used to back in the day. We used to
Yeah,
fucking
we used to
pound the shit in
remember. We used to
there.
pound it. Like I do want to, but when we vacuum, it's gonna press it itself down.
Right. Yep.
Do you understand? I learned I learned more as I went. I do press it, but not as like I used to. I used to get a, remember?
Yeah, we used to fucking sit on that thing
They're
almost.
like, we about to put more than 2 pounds each rub. Woo! That shit
So
just stinky.
between this one and this one, there's another one right there.
Yeah, easy. There's another one right there. And then we have the live resin.
Nice.
So you can see.
Not bad. Not bad. Just look
And I'm sure I can press it more in.
yeah.
But
But like the thing he was saying, he wants it to reach every single piece of that nug though.
yeah, because once
Everything.
we put air pressure in, it's gonna press it about to right here, and then we want to fill this chamber nothing but with that liquid before we drop it, like it's hot. Tomorrow you'll be able to see. From here it's gonna drop there, but we need space here to fill up at least 5 pounds of tank.
Yep.
So now we can start sitting it up. The bad part about that, Eddie, is that, my bad. The bad part about that is that I won't be able to flip this, remember last time when we were
Yep.
talking earlier?
Yeah.
So one time I was an idiot, I didn't fill it up. So when I put it in my freezer, it's gotta be standing sideways like this. I won't be able to maneuver it upside down because the filters that are down here.
And that's what he's saying. You move the filters, you flip the filters, and it's gonna mess up the way that the filters sit in there. It's gonna loosen up the filters, and when it starts sucking the shit out of it, it's gonna just let everything rip through those filters.
Mm-hmm.
Filters won't last. So that's what he was talking about there. So we got to make sure that we keep it upright so it doesn't blast out, blow out anything.
So now you can see how much space there is. That's it. Oh, and I'm sure people will say, man, fill it up more.
Yeah, so you got a good 6 inches, maybe 8 inches.
Yeah. But, you know, I'll be able to put more fluid. I'll be able to really get all the essence. I'd rather have more butane than flour because I know the more I run into it, the better I extract out of it. So,
Nice.
yeah, that's what's nice. And you know what? We should have waited to get the exact amounts. But on that next one right there, that's what we're gonna do.
Weigh it out.
We're gonna weigh it out. So then at the end result, you can give them the proper.
Yeah, my guys know that I don't fucking weigh nothing out. I get it off the fucking tree and I don't weigh shit
Me
out.
neither. I don't weigh shit out. I'm the type of guy that, hey, bro, I know what I can pull
Yeah.
on each tube, you know? So usually, so my biggest pull on this tube was 128 grams. And it came out of Josh Stevens flour. I think it was
Nice.
Grease Monkey, if I'm correct.
So-
His Grease Monkey pulled 128 grams out of, and it was trimmed like that. No buds, it was just trimmed. And I was like, what?
So, expecting probably a little bit better, a little bit more.
It just depends who are, you know, the product.
Everything, the grower from everything. Yeah.
It depends from the grower and it depends on the strain too.
Yeah.
Because there's some other products that like most hazers, anything that's haze is amazing for diamonds.
Really.
Anything that has terpenes, more terpene, sugars up faster. Yeah, that's what I said. You know, it's just the way it is. Anything that's indica or more heavy, that's more shattery, more stabilized, in my opinion. Again, what I've seen. I've seen.
We're gonna have to start coming up with our own freaking strains to.
So yeah. So if you want nice fat diamonds, I've noticed like lemon haze or anything that has a haze gives you that nice chunk rocks. Anything else gives you just sugar, baby. Sugar.
I got one in the stable
And
for
there's
you.
a difference. I've got some nice sugar that look like rock. Oh man, they're diamonds. They're not diamonds. It's just sugar.
Sugared out, yeah.
Sugared out, but they're just nice big chunk of sugars. So there's a difference of being honest too, you know? Hey, are you really sending me diamonds or are you sending me sugar?
Exactly. Yeah.
There's a difference.
Depends on where you're buying it.
Yeah, because I see a lot. You know, and the good thing about making, that's why I want to make the diamonds. And the good thing about diamonds, that you can use the saws and the pins.
Yep.
And that's what I want to do the diamond, because I just want I want the sauce more than anything. That's how I like pins for work.
Yep.
I'm not working right now, but for work, you know, you be able, instead of trying to get the distillate, because all the distillate tastes the same, and they only give you highlight for so long, and it's just like they really don't do much. And I was just tying them up just equally on each side. Make sure they're both closed at the same time. Don't over tighten them. Remember, there's a seal. It's just, you just want a seal. You don't want to over tighten them. Whatever, and I always grab them from here, not from here, because there's too much leverage. So I always grab it from here, and whatever your wrist can do. Nah, if you're a fucking incredible hawk, that's a different story. But if you grab it from here and just go with your wrist, that's enough. That's what she said. See. That should be enough. And then and I've noticed too, so tomorrow, so we're gonna put this in the freezer box, on my freezer. And I noticed that the next day when it comes, it shrinks because I have to come and it loosens up, like I can tighten it up. Yeah.
Like the pressure in your tires. Yep.
Yeah. So I noticed that once it comes out of the freezer, I can twist it a little bit
tighten
more.
it more.
Yeah. So make sure you guys do that. If you guys doing that, bring it out of the freezer and make sure you. So like I said, it's gonna go in like that. Then tomorrow we'll come, bring it out of the freezer. And it'll be set up right here. And then we'll fill it up with gas. We'll hold it here. This will be shut off. It'll hold. You guys will be showing. It'll hold for 5, 10 minutes. You can even do one. There's another thing called it has. I seen guys that get the coffee cans and they put it around here.
Oh,
They make
yeah.
a hole. So what they do is they put dry ice. So they make this colder. And so what you do is you're holding all your lipids, all your fats. So when you do go through, it's just it. But what I do, I put my gas on dry ice first. So all my gas is coming in super cold. It takes longer, but you can see where this is just frosting up. You see where the liquid is at. And it'll go once you get it there, and I'll let it sit there for a minute. But it would be nice to get maybe make some coffee cans, something to hold
They
it.
have jackets. I've seen jackets from like insulated jackets.
I've seen a guy that has, and they have like some insert where they run cold liquid on them.
I have the bottom one that I think it's a cold with the coil. But I never.
See, okay, or you can buy the coil. Do you have the coil? So okay, that's what the coil is for. So then, or not, we would just get the coil and put the coil in the thing, and then it's the same thing. It's to collect and to throw. But instead of inserting the whole tank on
dry ice, yeah.
On dry ice, you get it just a 5-gallon bucket and put the little coil in the bucket.
Instead of so then it's like
Instead of me buying $200 of dry ice,
Okay.
I'll buy $50 of dry ice.
Damn,
That's the difference. It's just, dudes, these guys are smart motherfuckers. So yeah, let's hope that.
All right. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna finish up. We're gonna put that in the freezer overnight, and then we'll come back tomorrow morning. By that time, the oven should be calibrated. This guy should be all frozen up. Then we will get at you guys. All right, you guys, stay tuned. I'll keep you guys.